Welcome to Don't Go Down That Road, where I take a look at the myths, legends, and reality of some of the creepiest roads in the Northeast. Do they have ghosts, demons, UFOs, and cryptids? Or is it all just the result of people's wild imaginations? Take a drive for yourself and find out. If you dare.
It was May of 1881 in the quiet village of Florida, New York, just 60 miles north of New York City. This tranquil farming community suddenly became terrorized by what the newspapers called a mysterious nocturnal beast which made unearthly screams and was raiding local farms. One day, a man was walking near a cave on the farm of William Green near Glenmere Lake when he suddenly met the beast face to face. The man said it was covered in long, shaggy hair, stood erect to the height of 7 or 8 feet, and screeched so loudly that he became so terrified that he fainted. When he regained consciousness, the beast was gone. Word of the beast of Glenmere spread like wildfire, and groups of men began searching the area near the mouth of the cave. They found a dog with its back broken and parts of a sheepskin and its entrails. Local men tried to kill or trap the beast, but the newspaper said there is not a man in the entire section who could be induced to enter the cave under any consideration. Newspapers around the country even reported that people will not travel on Glenmere Road where the cave is located, and Mr. Green could not sell his otherwise valuable farm for 1 cent an acre at the present time. It was the end of May, and 2 of William Green's farm hands, named Sullivan and Armstrong, were working in the field. They broke for lunch and sat in the shade of a rocky ridge when something half-human approached them. It was covered with long black hair, and its eyes were black as coals, and it walked stooped over. Sullivan, not sure what he was looking at first said, "Hello, old man." But his friend Armstrong looked up and said, "Good God, what's that?" Sullivan actually offered the beast some of his food, but then he said it gave a growl of some kind, went down on all 4s, and went off into the cave like a streak. We kinda got scared and just left without finishing our lunch. A reporter asked Sullivan what he thought it was, and he replied, "I thought at first it was a man, but I'm darned if I know what to think now. The more I think, the more it seems it wasn't human." Then we have the testimony of Ira Seabolt, a well-known hunter who lived near the lake. He said, "I'd been out all morning on the lake, and I thought as I'd come ashore and go over here. I took my gun along, of course, and kind of wandered around. I came across Bill Green's place, and as I was passing near the cave, I saw something hairy lying stretched out across a rock. I thought at first it was a bear, but it didn't look like a bear. And then I thought it was a panther, but then I thought, what would a bear or a panther be doing down here, and in broad daylight too? I could see it was alive because it would kind of move its head once in a while, so I just made up my mind to discover what it was, and I drew on its head and fired. Lordy, how the hair flew! And it began yelling in pain and rage, and ran like the devil toward the cave and went in. Then I knew it was the wild man of the rocks Sullivan and Armstrong said they saw. I went to the rock and found some hair which the bullet had cut off. Guess the hair was so thick I miscalculated where the head was, and that's how I came to miss. Sullivan then showed the reporter a lock of shaggy black hair, 8 inches long. It was very coarse and determined to be either human or ape. What happened to the beast of Glenmere from this point is anybody's guess. After the shooting, the record goes silent. Did the beast flee for its life and go deeper into the woods? And where is that hare today? Both the hunter, Ira Seabolt, and the farm owner, William Green, had locks of that shaggy black hair. Was it passed down through their families? And one final word. In the 20th century, Glenmere Lake was the scene of bizarre activity and intense UFO sightings going back to the 1940s. Does someone or something still live in the Glenmere woods?